In today's episode, we're going to be talking about intentional. Intentional is the most valuable characteristic of successful people, and we're going to get into that right now. Great morning. Great morning, great morning. Great morning to you. When I'm yawning in the morning and I'm finally coming to, the whole world wanna know how I do. I tell them, great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning to you. Come on, great morning. Great morning, prosperous people. Back with you once again, Mr. A. Lester Givens, also known as the Math Man, aka Mr. $1 Million Motivation. Motivated for my $1 million. How about you? It's another great morning. It's Friday. The truth of the matter is, it's only now. That's the only thing that ever exists is the blessed now, the current moment. And sometimes we get into this idea about creating time where it puts us in a loop. So let's not be so focused on the fact that it's Friday and be more focused that what is right now consists of. What is my presence, my present tense? What is now? Where are my beliefs? Where are my emotions? Where are my feelings? Where are my thoughts? How do I feel about me? How do I feel about what I'm doing? What does right now consist of, the contents of right now? Make sure that we tap into that, because the thing about today's conversation, being intentional, I found that being intentional was the most at the top of the list of the characteristics of people who are succeeding. If you get around anybody who's succeeding, it seems that they're extremely busy. It's not that they're just extremely busy, because they might have created a lot of space in there for themselves, but it's the fact that they're so intentional. And you're going to find here in a conversation all of the things that being intentional consists of. Being successful, I found that it takes all of you. Success is more holistic than you think. Success, when you're pursuing success, when you're on your way, you want to be successful in this life. It's not, you can't just be part-time and it just take part of you. Being successful, you're going to understand, what I've come to understand is that being successful took all of me. It took my mind, it took my emotions, it took my body, it took my time, it took my finances. Like, my environment had to coincide with success. I had to change my environment. I had to change my relationships, and you don't do any of those things if you're not intentional. If you want to be successful, if you want your situation to change, if you want your circumstances to change, you have to change. All of these things are a reflection of you. And trust me, the people in your life, the relationships in your life, they may be toxic, they may not be healthy, but I promise you that they're there because they are a reflection of you. And if you don't change, it won't change, and nothing will change. So just know that when you want more peace, when you want more joy, when you want more relaxation, when you want your situation to change, you have to change, because your situation is a reflection of you. And when you start to change, things start to change. So if you're not ready to change, you're going to be living on a loop. You're going to have to be incredibly intentional to change. Change is not easy. Change is not comfortable. Change takes work. But if you want your situation to change, you have to change. If you want your health to change, you have to change. You want your money to change, you have to change. You're going to need to be intentional about your mind. You're going to need to think about what you're thinking about. You're going to need to be reading, listening to people who share greater, bigger ideas of your physical body. Because when you're manifesting success, you have to feel good. And if you're putting not so good food in your body, you're putting garbage in your body is not going to feel good, and you're not going to vibrate on a high frequency. So you're going to have to manage your health, your weight, your body, your energy. So that's going to come into play. Your emotions, you're going to have to, some people's bodies are really addicted to negative emotions. You're addicted to controversy. You're addicted to arguing. You're addicted to gossip. You're addicted to the things that you're doing that gives you a certain emotional charge. So you're going to have to be intentional about the emotions that you're creating for yourself on a daily basis. That's another key component about moving towards success. Your environment, you're around certain people, you're around certain environments. You know, when I was working towards reaching one of my goals, I was living in the projects, South Central Los Angeles, and when I got home from school, when I got home from work, working out all day, going to classes, working at the college. When I got home, I went to where I stayed in the projects, and all of the guys is hanging out, just the neighborhood. It's just people living, and you know what? I was trying to level myself up, and so what I would do, and I didn't know this at the time, but I just had a sense. What I would do was I would go across the street to USC. I hop the gate and I'll walk around the campus as if I was one of the students. I'll go over there and lay on the grass. I'll sit in the bleachers. I just mingled amongst different people I changed my environment, and I believe that was a huge part of what which allowed me to, succeed in what I was pursuing. So, your environment is extremely important. So these are the areas in your life that you're going to have to be intentional. So today is Friday. What are you going to be intentional about? Take some time this weekend. Think about it, because your success matters. Your success is important. There are other people. You're like a tree, and the tree gives shade and fruit and nutrition, and it provides for a lot of things and for a lot of people and a lot of families. You're like a tree. You're going to provide. Your success is going to provide shade, tree, protection, comfort for the people that love you most, the people that surround you, your squad, your team, your family, your mom, your auntie, your grand. You're going to be a resource for so many. So it's very important that you succeed, and your success matters. Listen, that's all the time that we have today for Great Morning. I want you to have a great weekend. Be safe. Tap in with your boy if you need coaching. If you would like to pick up our course, you want to pick up one of these Uversity t-shirts or sweater. Uversity meaning, hey, we're going to study us. We are the most important thing that we need to go to school for. All right. When you know you, everything changes. So Uversity, get more in touch with the you in you. But that's all our time. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Until the next great morning, don't forget, we vibing. Great morning, great morning. Great morning to you. When I'm yawning in the morning and I'm finally coming to, the whole world wanna know how I do. I tell them, great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning, hey. Great morning to you. Come on, great morning.